Yeah, it's on the historical tour.
Oldest terracotta facade building in the country, or one of the oldest.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. The 569th meeting of the Planning Board of the Village of Depew will come to order. Could we have a roll call, please?
Roll call of board members. Member Soha.
Here.
Member Federowicz. Member Matusky.
Matuzak here.
Member Spencer.
Present.
Chairman Maciejewski.
Here. Would everybody please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notification of emergency exits, please.
Emergency exits are located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exits and evacuate the building.
Thank you. So we have one item on the agenda for tonight. It's for the property located at 2911 to 2951 Walden Avenue. Could we have the legal notice, please?
Please take notice that the Village of Depew Planning Board will hold a meeting on Thursday, May 1st, 2025 at 7 p.m. Pre-board meeting begins at 6:30 p.m. in the conference room in the council chambers of the municipal building located at 85 Manitou Street, Depew, New York. To consider the application for submission by Henderson Development Company, LLC, for property located at 2911 through 2951 Walden Avenue, Depew, New York. The following matters to be reviewed. They're requesting the following. Site plan approval to allow a total of 40,808 square feet of building additions on the property located at 2911 through 2951 Walden Avenue. Any and all persons interested in such applications will be heard at this time.
Okay, sir, for the record, could you state your name and your relationship to the project, please?
Good evening. My name is James Baglioli. I'm an attorney for Benderson Development, 570 Delaware Avenue, Buffalo, New York.
Okay, could you give us the overview of what you're proposing?
I'd be happy to. I know the board is familiar with this site. It's the former HSBC mortgage call center. It's been vacant for a number of years since COVID. It's been a while. It's located on the southeast corner of Walden Avenue and Dick Road. We have the aerial photograph here where you can see it. It's currently almost paved corner to corner with very little landscaping. It's a 178,000 square foot building. It maintains two entrances on Walden Ave, one there and one there, both full access driveways. And it has no entrances on Dick Road as it exists. The project is to redevelop into a state-of-the-art education campus for children with special needs. The site plan is here. Walden Ave up top, Dick Road. We're proposing to reuse the existing building, the 178,000 square feet, and redo the entire inside of the building to accommodate the school. We're going to add 6 internal courtyards. They're shown as green. That's going to open the building up to the sky and have the building built around those courtyards. So there'll be interior courtyards. In addition, we're proposing a number of additions totaling 40,808 square feet. I'll just walk through those. We're proposing a 15,997 square foot gym addition on the southern side. We're proposing a 1,200 square foot staff room addition. We're proposing a 6,300 square foot mechanical area expansion. And we're proposing another gym at 16,519 square feet around the building. That makes up there's some small at the beginning, but that's a majority of the expansions. In addition, we're doing a number of outdoor improvements, including adding a large fenced-in play area in this area of the site. We are adding 2 large fenced-in walking trails, one here and one here. And we're adding new landscaping in the parking areas and updating all the landscaping on the site. As you'll notice from the aerial, this is a lot different. There's landscaping all throughout the parking lots. As far as access, we're not making any changes to the DOT curb cuts. DOT has no jurisdiction over this property because we're not asking for any permits and approvals from them. We purposely designed the site not to go to them. We are asking for one approval from Erie County DPW, and they did write emails and a letter saying that they would approve this in and out. We have some engineering issues we need to address with them. The slope is 3 to 1. We think it doesn't work with the wall, but if it needs a wall, we'll work with Gina and put a wall in. That's not an issue. I know there was an issue regarding whether we needed a variance for pavement. We don't. All the pavement's existing. We're not expanding the site out any further, so that's an existing legal non-conforming situation. As far as access goes, the way buses are going to circulate the site, and I'm going to move over here for a second, is they're going to come in off Walden over here. This is one way. They're going to come in across the front of the school, back out, and back out this driveway, all around that parking field. They're separating that from the rest of the parking. We have 2 parent drop-off areas, one located in the front and one located on the southern side of this area for parents to drop students off. As far as, that's buses, we have and the exterior of the building, we're completely renovating the entire exterior of the building. I know you've seen some of the elevations. But we're going to use the brick on the building and then accent it with a number of wood-type trim. You'll see it's consistent with some of the Starbucks you've seen us build. That's going to go throughout the center, and that's going to rework the facade of the entire building. The signs are only for description purposes only. They're not signage. But that's basically the project. I'm happy to answer any questions the board may have.
Going back to the Dick Road
Yeah.
new entrance exit, and that's going to be right turn only out and in, correct?
That's correct.
And there will be no buses using that? at all?
There may be small buses which use that.
Okay, so your bus route going out to that east end of the property, the buses will be making left turns onto Walden Avenue also?
There's a turn lane in there, so they could go left or right. This is going to be a facility that services all the school districts in Erie County. So leaving there, those school buses will be going back to their districts. So they may make a left, but there is a refuge lane. We actually ran 15 buses on this site, so to operate it at the time that they would be open, and that works. That's how we got the tenant. We actually ran a whole fleet of buses through this site.
So it'll be a maximum of around 15?
About
Give or
15.
take.
Yeah, and they come at a little bit different times. It's
Okay.
not like a typical high school. Or
Yeah, so there wouldn't be like a staging area for buses, like a normal?
They're going to come in, let drop off, and they'll be spread out. They'll be coming from multiple districts.
So what are the age groups that are going to be using this facility?
This is 1 through 12.
1 through 12?
Yep.
Um,
They do, and I know earlier I will say, they are open, they do run a summer school. So they're open the regular school year and a summer school.
That was my next question.
Yep, I was getting there.
Weekend?
No weekends.
Okay, the one thing we want to make sure that everything, as far as the fire lanes are posted.
We have no issue posting the fire lanes.
Okay.
And that's typical for a school.
Correct.
Those
We just
posted,
want to make sure that's
Yep,
done.
and also the Knox box, no issue with the Knox box.
Okay, you brought up the state DOT.
Yeah,
You don't anticipate any issues? or-
they don't have any jurisdiction because we don't need a permit or approval from them. GOT only obtains permits and approval, only jurisdiction when we need a permit or approval from them. We purposely did not change a single curb cut or anything on this site for the very reason that we don't need anything from them.
Okay, so I did get a phone call from.
I know they're upset.
Yeah, they did send a letter to us stating that they want to review it because it does affect their state road possibly. And they said they may have some comments. Now, I understand after talking to our engineers and some other people that we can't force, they can't force it on us, but we feel it prudent that we'll possibly approve it with conditions, but we would like to see what the state has to say. And
I'm not opposed to that. I'm just saying that we don't need any permits or approvals from them. So their comments are not binding on us. Because I've been involved in a lot of projects. And this is, we did do traffic analysis on this. The traffic on this is almost exactly consistent with what was there before. You had 3 shifts of a call center running about 500 employees coming in and out, three shifts of it. So this is actually a similar type traffic use. I've just been unpleasantly surprised by DOT in the recent past, so we purposely designed this site to avoid their jurisdiction. But your board's happy to have, open to have comments. We don't oppose that.
Okay, and what I've seen on your plans, all your additions are going to be of steel construction?
Yes,
What about sprinkler? Is that building sprinkler?
it is sprinklered.
Okay. One thing I think, Chief, you want to make sure that that's got the 5-inch source connection on it?
Yeah, on the outside of the building.
Yeah, and that, we'll work through that for the building
Okay.
code when we
Absolutely.
get the building permit and everything.
And we could comment on those things during the
Yeah.
permitting process, when we actually do the plan review on the structure itself.
We were trying to do that right along so that it may be a 5-inch source. Take a look at that.
Okay.
Questions for board members?
The generator's getting removed?
I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to assume they're going to need generators. I can track,
They look fairly inexpensive, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you can just put new ones
we
in.
may be putting new ones in. I don't know.
Never seen them that big before, holy cow.
They couldn't lose power at the last use, and I'm going to be, bet that they're going to want some sort of generator back up here.
Any other questions from board members?
No, I think you went over everything.
James, for the record, can you please spell your last name for me?
I
please?
can. BOGLIOLI.
Okay, thank you.
We'll move on to legal. Sam?
I don't have much. We should go through the seeker if we're going to approve the site plan. But otherwise, it's an exciting project. Excited to see all the green space there.
Vote on the site.
Anything else? Sam?
No, nothing.
Code enforcement, Don?
No, we've talked, he's kind of answered the questions that we were interested in, so I don't have anything on my end.
Jerry, you're up, engineering.
I have one question. Snow storage areas. Do you have an area that you were gonna push things to here? I know you're tight with your pavements here and stuff. Is there any idea where you might put them?
We will push them into green areas, some along the front, some along the back, some along the side. There's green areas. If push comes to shove, we've been noticed to pick it up, put it in a dump truck, and move it somewhere else. So typically, we don't have to do that. The winters have been except milder than usual.
Careful what you say.
I hate to say that, but I know the board knows who Benderson is, and we maintain our sites. So, worst comes to worst, that's what we'll do.
No, I think the project, engineering wise, I've looked at it pretty thoroughly. I read the reports and things like that. And the traffic study was a big hit as far as, no impact.
Yeah.
In fact, it states that traffic patterns have gone down over the last 5 years here within our area because of, people leaving the area, they said, and stuff like that. So it's even lesser, they said, as far as traffic congestion and stuff like that. And they don't consider any problems with the report said. They did their study traffic, did all kinds of research, all the intersections around there they looked at. And there's not really much of a change to any kind of signalization or any kind of lane improvements or anything. Gina was good with the locking it out, or the turning in here off of Dick Road. So, I think it's a great site. They're increasing the green space on this site, which is what it really needs. It's a sea of asphalt in there. It's a great location. It's gonna improve the whole look of this place. It's an eyesore there now. It's a highly visible intersection there where people run, it's one of the major, busiest highways around here like that. So this is a great spot to do improvements for, because I think it's a great project. I didn't see anything, there's no wetland problems here. It's an existing site. There's no SHPO problems here. It's an existing place that is being revitalized. I think it's a great project.
Thank you, Terry. One other question. Pending approval, when are you looking to open this facility?
They're going to run their first summer school in 2027. It's going to take a year to build out, but we'll start construction over the summer and build over the summer. And if they open sooner, they open sooner. They open during the school year, so this is a hit or miss with them. The sooner we get started, the better.
Okay, very good. Fire, Chief?
You answered a lot of the questions that we had, that I had, but you said, so it's gonna be all special needs, so
Yes.
ADHD?
Yes.
Okay, so I imagine, obviously, everything to be ADHD compliant and everything like that. So they won't have any kind of I thought when they were saying it was gonna be a BOCES facility, that it was gonna be
I didn't say that legally.
Oh, okay, no, okay, I'm sorry.
I have not said that tonight.
The rumors that I heard,
Okay.
I thought that it was gonna be like, like high school kids, and they were gonna be doing like the CAD program and the welding programs and stuff like that, but that doesn't sound like that's the case.
That's not what this is.
It's gonna be a special education center, for all, children grades through 1 through 12
Yep.
that have special needs, and through special
Yes,
education.
it'll be the central location for this.
So there won't be like a welding facility or nothing
No,
like that
no,
anywhere there?
none of
Okay.
that.
That was gonna be one of my
Now, I
questions.
don't know if anyone asked this, will there be any adult education there after hours or anything, or
No.
just children?
Children.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, other than that, I think it's a great project, and I think it's a great thing for our community, and a great thing just for any of the, children 1 through 12 that have special needs, and that, I think it's gonna be great.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, are there any public concerns and comments? Mayor Peterson?
Kevin Peterson, 54 Babette Drive, Dubuque. So this is one major problem with the submission is that you called us a town. We need to get that changed. This is a village
We're gonna have to
of
table
Dubuque,
this.
and we're extremely excited to host this new facility.
Any other public concerns and comments?
Paul?
Paul, you know the routine.
You're not a first timer.
Paul Sprotter, 58 Argus Drive, DPU. You mentioned the age will be 1 through 12. Does that mean grade level or actual age?
Grade level.
Grade level, okay. And who is this being funded by? Is this part of a state program?
I cannot share that at this point.
But you do know.
Oh, I do not.
I'm just wondering, with all the cuts that are coming nationally and statewide,
It will not impact this project.
it won't impact this project at all? Okay. And the sprinkler system was mentioned. That's, I think that's code nowadays anyway, isn't it? Sprinkler system, if they're adding on?
Depending on what the
Yeah, new
use is
construction.
and construction.
That will remain to be seen when I do the plan review and get into it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming yes, but I can't tell you that.
The existing building that's there now has been there for substantial. Will that sprinkler system be included in the additions they want to put on?
Again, well, without seeing the plans, knowing where the sprinklers, existing sprinklers are in there, I couldn't give you an honest answer to that.
Okay.
My guess would be, yes, they're gonna expand upon it.
I would say yes.
That would be my guess, but again, commenting on something I haven't actually laid eyes on is kind of hard.
Okay. And you said a lot of these, the kids will be bussed in from what direction? Do you have any idea?
All the abutting Erie County school districts, so.
Okay, but would there-
Is, they're coming from the south, they're coming from the north, they're coming from the east, well, they're gonna come from various directions.
Okay, but would the majority be coming from the Buffalo area or the suburban area?
There's,
No way to tell that.
I don't know, they're gonna come from all over
And just Erie County?
Erie County.
Okay. I think that's all I have right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Any other public concerns or comments?
I do have one more question.
Yes.
Is there a facility currently that's filling this need that's going to be closed?
Not closed,
Reused as well?
yeah, for something else.
That's all.
Do these, do you know, do they have special events like other high schools do?
I'm not gonna say they don't. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, it's a school, like any other school, I'm gonna assume they have events,
Yeah.
depending on the level of the children. I mean, I'm sure there can be days the parents come for things and,
Yeah.
I mean, that's consistent with
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I did notice that there's an events,
Events-
they called in a school entrance on the plans I saw.
Don't read the signs. They just throw those on so they know how they look. But they will, it's going to be anything else, right? You're going to have
Yeah.
parents coming and in and out, but typical school stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have
Okay.
after-school programs possibly and stuff like that too, you know, so.
Okay, any other questions? If not, we're going to move forward with the seeker short environmental assessment form. Name or action of the project, education campus, project location, 2911 to 2951 Walden Avenue, Village of Depew, New York,
I know it's the
14043. Proposed action is as follows. Number one, site plan approval to allow for a total of 40,808 square feet of building additions connecting to the existing principal building, reconfigure and improve traffic circulation of the parking lot, and a new right-in, right-out access onto Dick Road. Site improvements to the existing storm infrastructure, utilities, site lighting, and landscaping. Number two, demolition of existing interior building areas to construct courtyards within the building footprint. Number three, demolish the existing pavement areas and construct outdoor playground, sports field, and walking pathways. Name of the applicant or sponsor, Benderson Development, 570 Delaware Avenue, Buffalo, New York. Number one, does the proposed action involve the legislative adoption of a planned local ordinance, administration, rule, or regulation? No. Number two, does the proposed action require permit, approval, or funding from any other government agency? Yes. Approval from the Erie County Planning Department and the Village of Depew building permit. Number three, total acreage of the site of the proposed action, 12+ acres. B, total acreage to be physically disturbed, 6.56 acres. C, total acreage owned or controlled by the applicant or project sponsor, 12.88 acres. Number four, check all land uses that occur on or are adjoining to the proposed action, commercial and residential. Number five, is the proposed action A, permitted use under the zoning regulations? Yes. B, consistent with the adopted comprehensive plan? Yes. Number six, is the proposed action consistent with the predominant character of the existing built or natural landscape? Yes. Number seven, is the site of the proposed action located in or does it adjoin a state-listed critical environmental area? No. Number 8A, will the proposed action result in substantial increase in traffic above the present levels? No. B, are public transportation services available at or near the site of the proposed action? Yes. C, are any pedestrian accommodation or bicycle routes available on or near the site of the proposed action? Yes. Number 9, does the proposed action meet or exceed the state energy code requirements? Yes. Number 10, will the proposed action connect to existing public-private water supply? Yes. Number 11, will the proposed action connect to existing wastewater utilities? Yes. Number 12, does the project site contain or is substantially contiguous to a building, archaeological site, or district which is listed on the National or State Register of Historic Places, or that has been determined by the Commissioner of the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation to be eligible for listing on the State Register of Historic Places? No. B, is the project site or any portion of it located in or adjacent to an area designated as sensitive for archaeological sites on the New York State Historic Preservation Office Archaeological Site Inventory? No. 13, does any portion of the site of proposed action or lands adjoining the proposed action contain wetlands or other water bodies regulated by a federal, state, or local agency? No. B, would the proposed action physically alter or encroach into any existing wetland or water body? No. Number 14, Identify the typical habitats that occur on or are likely to be found on the project site, urban and suburban. Number 15, does the site of the proposed action contain any species of animal or associated habitats listed by the state or federal government as threatened or endangered? No. Number 16, is the project site located in the 100-year flood plan? No. Number 17, will the proposed action create stormwater discharge either from point or non-point sources? If yes, will sheet drain to existing expanded on-site storm system? Number 18, does the proposed action include construction or other activities that will result in the impoundment of water or other liquids? No. Number 19, has the site of the proposed action or an adjoining property been the location of an active or closed solid waste management facility? No. And number 20, has the site of the proposed action or an adjoining property been the subject of remediation, ongoing or completed, for hazardous waste? No. With that, a motion is in order to make a recommendation to the village board for a negative declaration.
I would make a motion on this seeker review for a negative declaration.
Is there a second?
I second it.
On a motion by member Saw, seconded by member Spencer, to make a recommendation to the village board for a negative declaration. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Member Soha,
Yes.
Member Federowicz, Member Matuzak,
Yes.
Member Spencer,
Yes.
Chairman Maciejowski.
Yes. 4-4, motion's carried. With that, a motion will be in order for the site plan approval.
I, Member Matuzak, make a motion, make a recommendation to the village board to accept the site plans as submitted with the following stipulation. Pending the DOT seeker review with positive comments.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
On a motion by member Matuzak, seconded by member Soha, to make a recommendation to the village board to accept the site plan with stipulations. Roll call vote, please.
Member Soha,
Yes.
Member Federowicz, Member Matuzak,
Yes.
Member Spencer,
Yes.
Chairman Maciejowski.
Yes, 4-4, motion's carried. Congratulations, and again, thank you for bringing this
Thank you.
facility to DePue. We're looking forward to it.
Looking very forward.
Is that a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by member Spencer, seconded by member Matuzak to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Meeting is adjourned at 7:30. Thank you, everyone.